Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Hello here from Nami, my teddy bear. Giant teddy bear from Costco. I'm gonna miss her. But yeah, I'm going to be starting my vlog because I'll be traveling from Vancouver, Canada to Kaohsiung, Taiwan, and I just thought to record the journey and let people know what to expect, just for you guys to see if you guys are curious what's like to be traveling right now with like restrictions and everything. What are the steps and protocols, but yeah, I've been selling a lot of my stuff because I won't be in Canada for a long while, and she's going to be going to my friend Namrata. Thank you for taking care of her. Yeah, we've been together for a very long time. Gonna miss you. But I know she's gonna be taken good care of. But anyways, first thing first, we are going to fly clear Life Labs, and I'm getting 2 tests there. One of them is the PCR test, which is them putting a swab up your nostril and, you know, do the swab thing, and it feels uncomfortable, and then they see if you have COVID. And then the other one is a blood test, serology for COVID-19. So I'm going to be going in there right now to get that done. What you need is the requisition sheets and the passports, and so yeah, that's my first step for that. Then also, before going to the airport, I need to fill out a questionnaire. All of these are very time sensitive. You can't do it super early in advance. You have to do it like the day or two before you leave. You need to have like within 48 hours or 36 hours. Definitely make sure you check with your airline company as well as the country you are going to be traveling in. You don't want to pay like $200 for a test only to realize it's not valid, and then you might not even, like, you would get into a whole bunch of, you know, trouble going through like, oh, do they even let you in or like whatnot. Like, just make sure you do your due diligence if you are traveling, and make sure you are following all the rules, because I feel like right now with the situation with the whole world, they're a lot more strict. So that's pretty much it for the first part, and I'm just going to be recording as we go, and you guys can see what everything's like. See you in a bit.
A few moments later.
Hello, high five. Finished it. So that took such a short time. My appointment was 11:30. I went in at 11:20, and I'm already out by 11:27. When I first walked in, I mean, it was really empty. I think during this time, just people are at work, or I don't know, it's just empty there. So check-in was super quick. They just checked my passport to the requisition sheet, made sure I came in at the right appointment times. The actual exam part, I was actually surprised because it didn't feel that uncomfortable. It actually just felt like a little bit of tickling of my nose. Yeah, and so that one swab they would put inside of your cheek, swab here, and then the same swab go up your 2 nostrils. So that was kind of like but at the same time, I have to say it actually wasn't that uncomfortable. So maybe they just have better skills now, because the first time I did my nose swab, I actually had like a little bit of bleeding. So it was like uncomfortable to the point where like it hurts a little bit, and I was like tearing up. But this one was just, it literally was just tickling my nose. I had a great experience. I'm excited. After the swab is done, they do their own testing. Within 24 hours, they will basically send all the results to my email that I registered this for, and I'll be able to print it out and have it for my airplane flight tomorrow. Just wanted to share that. So that's my first part. Yeah, I am one step closer to finishing all my tasks I need to do for my flight, and just want to share that with you guys. And on to the next part. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video of me flying from Canada to Taiwan. I enjoyed it and I felt like it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience for sure. You never ever see a plane that empty. It felt like a ghost plane, honestly. And it's like I paid for economy, but I have all this space. As you can see in the video, I could actually lie down and just feel comfortable. I can actually stretch my legs out like straight and lie down with space, like maybe because I'm just short, but that was really awesome. Like I didn't have to worry about sleeping like this, like sleeping sitting up and all cramped up. Like I had the whole space to myself, which is awesome. So if the plane is taking off or landing, I can sit by the window seat and just enjoy and watch the whole thing happen, film a little bit if I want to. When the food come, I can move a little closer to the aisle. Once I'm done my food, I can put the table down on that one and then move to the middle seat and put my table down there, and I can work on my iPad or my laptop or do whatever I want without the food being in front of me for so long. I never really had that peace and quiet either, because the closest person to me is like 4 or 5 rows ahead of me. There's no one to my right side, no one behind me. It was great. People were just doing their own stuff, honestly. Like the lady that's in the far right side of the plane, she was like, I saw her doing Tai Chi, I saw her just walking around, or like just, you know, sleeping like me, doing the whole row sleep kind of thing. And yeah, my friend told me, you know, why don't you bring a face mask and enjoy it on the plane trip, because it can get a little dry on the plane. And I was like, I'll bring it, but I don't see myself wearing it with the passengers. Like, I don't want to stay in the washroom for that long, because, you know, people all need to use the washroom and you need to be thoughtful of other people, right? But we have 4 people using 4 washrooms. Like I don't think we're gonna fight over washrooms. No one's gonna be waiting for it. So I actually went to the washroom and I stayed in there for a while. And I got toothpaste and toothbrush from the flight attendant. So I just brushed up, washed up, and put a mask on, and just enjoy the area without really feeling like I'm in a rush to go out. And yeah, obviously like I sprayed everything down, sanitized it, because I'm gonna be in that room for a little bit, but it was great. Food wise, I thought I was gonna not eat the food on the plane because I just don't want to risk myself in that situation to eat food, but I was so far from everyone, I just ate my food as is, so it was great. But yeah, that was my little plane experience on that ghost plane, that VIP plane, that whatever you want to call it. It was great. So yeah, that was my plane trip. Anyway, I'm in my hotel room now, my quarantine room, and this is my last day. I just want to share a little bit about what it was like at the Taoyuan airport. So once I got off the plane, there was a section to get SIM card or phone if you need it. I already prepared mine prior to arriving to Taiwan, so I didn't have to go through that. But the reason why they have the SIM card this time is because the government needs to track everyone, at least during the quarantine portion. All passengers are required to quarantine for 2 weeks, and then another week of 自我健康管理, which is like self-care management, that you stay at home for like 7 days. For the first 2 weeks of quarantine right now, maybe it'll change in the future, but right now it's required to be at a quarantine hotel of your choice. So I chose one near my home. So during this time, the government does track us through our phones to make sure we are not sneaking out of here. Everyone's staying like, you know, very guai, that everyone's very obedient and just staying in their hotel room. And we'll be receiving a text in the morning at 10 a.m. sharp every morning to make sure we're okay with like symptoms and all that. So it's an automated text. I'll actually just make another video on quarantine experience in Taiwan for that section, so if you're interested, watch the other video. And if you do get caught of leaving the place for any reason, violators will be fined anywhere between 100,000 Taiwanese dollars to 1 million Taiwanese dollars. Crazy. And I like this rule, this really hefty fine, because it deters people from actually wanting to do any funny things like sneaking out, doing, you know, things they shouldn't be doing, and it keeps everyone safe. So I do respect the government for making that rule. Anyway, as you can see in my video, I also brought my dog Shadow, and yeah, he needs to quarantine separately from me for 1 week instead of 2 weeks. And thankfully my parents are able to take him home, so it's awesome. And while I'm stuck in my pretty prison but yeah, I'm very excited to see him soon. So the dog section, I was able to see Shadow briefly at the airport. Cleaned out his cage a little bit because he, like, obviously it's a long airplane flight, so he peed and pooped and a little bit of vomit in there, so just like washed everything out and get him a new sheet, and then did the documents, the payments and all that, and kind of moved on to the next section after giving my little goodbye. So the next thing is the PCR test. I wasn't able to actually film much of this because, well, they were calling people out and saying no filming, so I didn't even want to take out my camera at that point. But I have to say it was done very well. They have a great system in place. People were just like socially distanced, lined up, and they have multiple stalls that people just walk into, do their test, come out, they sanitize the whole place down. Next person, it was like efficient and fast and safe. Lastly, I lined up for my designated drive, so you can't actually have family or friends drive you from the airport. It has to be the designated quarantine drivers that the government has chosen. So I waited for that. Thankfully though, the government does pay a portion for that, so it's not like super pricey. It's a 4-hour drive from Taoyuan to Kaohsiung for me, so it would have been expensive as heck. So thank you, government. But yeah, they actually spray down people. We have to like open our arms and just like get sprayed. I have a little clip of that, it's kind of funny. So people like just get sprayed from head to toe for the passenger themselves and also their luggages, and then they move the luggage to the car.
2 hours later.
So the car ride is quite a long while. In the middle of the car ride, they are able to let me go use the washroom, and someone would buy whatever for me. So they have this rest area has like McDonald's, 7-Eleven, and Starbucks, and so I just got myself a hash brown. So basically they would just buy it for me and then give it to me, and I give them the cash and whatnot. So for going to the washroom, literally they clear out the whole place. I feel like I have some sort of disease or something. I know this is like, you know, for the safety for everyone, so I totally understand, but it's just funny because they have to evacuate everyone. I go in to use the washroom, and then when I come out, they are in protective gear. They'll spray everything down, sanitize it, and all that. So that was quite interesting. And so now I'm just waiting in the car for my driver. He's just taking a quick break right now, and I'm gonna enjoy some McDonald's. I'll be in the airport, at the hotel in an hour-ish. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful or entertaining, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe for more content. I hope you guys, if you are planning to travel, do your research and make sure you know all the most updated news, rules and regulations, safety, everything in general, because things are constantly changing, and you know, just weigh out the pros and cons if this trip can wait or does it have to be now. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys stay safe, healthy, and happy. Bye for now.